Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. I don't do a lot of TMNT vintage figure reviews here on the channel, but I do have a couple of them. I actually am a fan. A couple of years ago, I actually tried to collect most of the earlier waves from Playmates. I think for me personally, that original 1980s to 1990s line that Playmates put out, I think it had something like about 10 series of figures or something like that, a whole bunch of vehicles. That's like the gold standard of action figures to me. All right, when it comes to stuff like this, like just mutant creatures, hybrid monsters. I just love it. All right. And Bebop here. This is actually the Wacky action head spinning Bebop. This is one of the harder to find figures, and it's actually strangely very appealing to me. It's got a ridiculous action feature, no doubt about it, but it's just fun. Okay, if you were to take a look at the original card back for this action figure, man, it just screams total insanity. All those colors bursting at you, bebop all over the card, just roaming all over, right? I mean, it's just there's just so much activity. All right, this card back is so busy. Look at all the text, all those fonts, all those colors, all those graphics, man, it's just screaming at you. How could you not want to pick this up if you saw this in the store? I kind of don't really like the way that Bebop is displayed in the package, though, with his legs splayed open like that. But then again, whatever you want to say about this figure, they got it covered with the brand because it already says that this is a wacky action figure. All right, so yeah, it goes with the territory. Okay, the action figure up close, man, there is just so much happening with this guy. They put in a frick ton of detail here, right from the head onwards. Okay, check this thing out. All right, he's got these crazy looking eyes, man. Look at that. Okay, they're just all over the place. And then he's got this bitchin nose ring. I love this thing. All right, this thing's amazing. A huge ass tongue sticking out of his mouth. This thing is hard plastic. You want to be careful with this. It kind of reminds me of that tie on the screaming Egon figure from Real Ghostbusters, because this thing can just snap. All right, so you want to be careful with that. It's a key part of the figure's action feature as well, the look of the figure. All around here, you get very recognizable signs of his trademark outfit, the shoulder pads, some great detailing here on the biceps. Look at that. He's got very traditional bebop colors, the green, the purple, the red, the blue. Yeah, this is just freaking amazing. On the back here, he's got some excellent, look at that, excellent looking detailing worked into the back of his jacket. Amazing. And then all the way at the bottom here, yeah, check this thing out. He's got a little bit of a pig's tail sticking out right there from his butt. Yeah, they didn't forget about the pig's tail, because when all is said and done, this guy is just a crazy hog. And in fact, with this figure, you might even say that he's hog wild. Okay, the articulation on this guy is good, it's decent. He's got head articulation, but this thing is actually paired in with the action feature, so we're gonna check that out in a bit. He's got no waist articulation, so you can just forget about that. This is probably due to the action feature that's worked through the body. He's got shoulder rotation, and surprisingly, he moves at the wrist too. This is great. Okay, I wasn't really expecting that. There's a cut joint there at the wrist. Similarly on this end as well, shoulders go up and the wrist turns around. Fantastic. He's got articulation right here at the legs, just at one point there, but that's really all you need with a figure like this. All right, you don't need him to like move around like King Kong. Okay, he looks good the way he is. Now, one thing I gotta say is that the paint work on this figure is just freaking excellent, and it just shines. Whatever coat of paint that they used here, it's just got a glossy effect. If it seems like it's just like shining on camera, well, that's how it looks like in person as well. Okay, this thing is just glossy. It looks fantastic. It looks high quality. All right, the whole thing just pops. Okay, on your display, you put some lights on this thing, man, this thing is just gonna like glow up. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's fantastic. Yeah, I really like the whole execution of this figure, the sculpt, the colors, everything's fantastic. But let's check out the accessories and the action feature. Okay, firstly, the belt that it comes with is in fact removable. This thing on the card back actually states that it's a survival belt, right? It's got a bunch of stuff on it. Let's see what it comes with. All right, we've got the belt all laid out. This thing is just blanketed in blue. It's got a whole bunch of details on it, but they all share the same color. First things first, we've got the pouch here. This thing's got a flap that just stays up permanently. Okay, so nothing much you can do with that. It's just detailed like that. And then we've got a water canister here. This is great. Okay, you know, we definitely need a lot of water going to battle. Over here we've got a rat trap. Okay, hell is that? Okay, is that to capture like a baby Splinter or something? Does Bebop have a fear of rats? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments. I can't remember. It's got something like a gun scope and like a canister. All right, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, then we get down to his glasses. Okay, his shades. You know, his cool looking shades that kind of look like 3D glasses in a way. This thing's got a bunch of pegs on it here that align with the slots on the side of his head here. All right, so you just get it in there like that. You want to make sure that the glasses don't pop off and his head is spinning around. So yeah, you know, this thing looks good. All right, he looks great with the glasses on. You notice the gap between the glasses and his actual eyes. It's like a huge gap there. Right, this thing is just resting on his pig's nose. Right. Yeah, but it looks good. Okay, you can just, yeah, you know, pop it up like that, pop it back down for a quick peek. Okay, and then it's got something called a psycho sickle. Yeah, it's like a double-bladed sickle weapon. You know, I gotta hand it to the TMNT guys. They were really creative with all the names. Okay, this thing wouldn't just be called like a double sickle. They give it something creative like a psycho sickle. You know, give it a little bit more edge and grittiness to it. Okay, so yeah, so you can attach it into his hands, either one of his hands like that. Yeah, so now it's got a menacing looking bladed weapon to hold on to. And then next up, we've got another weapon accessory, and this thing is called the spiked skull ball. Check this thing out. Also a very deadly looking weapon. Now you can actually insert this into the top of his head. Actually, both of the weapons can be inserted into the top of his head there. You see that slot there? Yeah, you can just jam this thing in there, right in there. Okay, and yeah, it sticks in there very firmly. And then now you've got this just like a crazy weapon attachment, all right, hooked up to the top of his head, just like that. Now, all things considered, this figure looks fairly ridiculous. Okay, but that's what you're buying into. Okay, you're buying into all the zaniness, all the kookiness, and definitely all the colors, man. So much colors. Okay, time to test out that action feature. You see this button that's, you know, sticking out of his shoulder like that? Just keep on pressing it like you're working a pump. You know, keep on pressing it to a point that you just let it go. Yeah, watch that head spin. Go, 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 go. Now, for even more sheer insanity, you can try it on as well with all the accessories attached like this. Okay, yeah, you do want to be careful though, because that huge tongue that's sticking out of his mouth, it does tend to get tangled in the accessories if they're in the way. So yeah, you know, you got to position it just right so that the tongue doesn't catch on to any of this stuff. And then yeah, let's try it again. Keep on going. Yeah, keep on going, man. And then yeah, just release, man. Yeah, just like a headbanger, man, at a Metallica concert, man. Yeah, go, 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 go. How about that? What the? Man, I'm getting the hell out of here. Now, what could possibly get Bebop spinning his head around like this, 360 degrees like Linda Blair in The Exorcist? Well, you know what? We have no idea. But one thing that we do know for sure is that this thing is a ton of fun. Okay, it's fun, man. It's just fun for everyone. Okay guys, so that's the video. That's my look at the 1991 TMNT Wacky Action Head-Spinning Bebop action figure from Playmate Stores. Like I said, this thing's just a ton of fun. You know, let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if you ever owned this figure, all right, or what TMNT figures do you have in your collection. Hit me up in the comments, and I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Take care out there.